personal questions. How old are you? 22. When are you going to do a voice face reveal? Most likely never. I know some of y'all got FBI mom skills and can find me if I show a picture of the random tree outside my place. I like my privacy. Are you Japanese? No, but I am Asian. If you can guess it in one try, I'll build you a house, lol. I like doing Japanese builds because the style is very pretty. If you could have one of your Bloxburg builds in real life, which would it be? Tropical mansion. I like the openness of the house, the high ceilings, skylights, landscaping, surrounding environment. What's your favorite music? Lately, I've been listening to The Weeknd's After Hours album while I build. Anything on Monster Cat or 88 Rising labeled. Do you play other games? Bee Swarm Simulator, Jailbreak, Build a Boat for Treasure. Do you have any pets? I have a cat who's stupid and doesn't play with the expensive toys I buy her and is ungrateful, but I love her. Her name's Annette, short for Abandonette, because her previous owners left her behind when they moved. When I found her, more like she found me, she popped out of the bushes one day after I came home from school. I loved her immediately. She was so sweet. I took her to the vet to get some paperwork done and they told me she was about a year-old, had fleas, worms, and was pregnant with 5 kitties. I unfortunately couldn't keep the kitties, also I wasn't ready to become a cat grandma yet. I've had her for about a year. She turned 2 in March and I made her gourmet cat food for her birthday, but she didn't eat it because she knows it makes me mad. But yay, that's my baby. Why's your name Joe Mama? Joe is shortened from my actual name. A classmate used to call me Joe Mama all the time in high school, so I kinda just stuck with it. What's your favorite video you've made? The creepy church tour. Doing the sound for that video was so fun. General build questions. What do you record and edit with? I record with OBS Studio and I edit with Adobe Premiere Pro 2018. When and why did you start playing Roblox? I started playing around early 2018. My first game was Royale High. My sister, who's 10 years younger than me, forced me to make an outfit for her on her account. I made a Chewbacca outfit, lol. She made me fly around and show it off, but I just kept trolling people, so she told me to make my own account because I was ruining her reputation and she didn't want to get banned. I made an account soon after. Thanks Valerie. What did your builds look like in the beginning? Block Y, square. The easy modern blue house is actually a smaller version of my first real house on Bloxburg. My earlier builds had lots of straight lines and dark colors. I eventually started adding mountains, rivers, more natural landscaping. How did you learn to build? I used to play The Sims 3 a lot. I practiced on there because there were cheats for free money, and it was fairly easy to build. How long does it take you to build and edit? I can get the bigger builds done in about 8 hours total. I usually break up the 8 hours into 2 to 3 hours a day. Editing is easy, it's just tedious. When I edit, I'm usually just taking all the pauses out. How often do you build? I start a new project about once a week. Biggest, most expensive build. Balboa Park, $1 mil. This is an older build, but a tour is planned. Do you keep builds? What happens to builds? I keep some. It's hard for me to let go of things. I have 21 plots. What's your favorite build you've ever done? Japanese river house. It has sentimental value. It was the first house Cope disliked on Twitter. I almost threw my phone across my room when I saw the notification. What's your favorite build that someone else has done? There's tons, but the first 3 that come to mind are at Bloxburg Spooks Lighthouse, at Play 3 Waterfall House, at Littoria a frame cabin. How do you deal with builder's block? Most times I just stepped away from Bloxburg for a bit.
Rock plus ENT equals.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they Nope.
Clean up on aisle 3.
I'll play a different game or get off the internet completely. Usually when I get back, I can just jump right into building again. How come there's no speed builds for some videos? Usually because I had the build before I started my channel. Most likely, I'm too lazy or I don't have the time to rebuild the house. Why don't you build suburb builds? Because there's people out there who can do it way better than me. I like the style, but I don't have fun building it when I do it. I just can't seem to get the proportions for the layout right. I just need some practice. How do you get so much money? Deliver pizzas. I'm level 50. I've been playing for a while because I have no life. What's the most amount of money you've had? Around $2 mil. I don't like to hoard money. Most of the time, my money goes straight into my build. And how do you get inspired? In the beginning, before I had social media, I would build to make the most fun RP scenarios. I made hotels, cabins to camp at, restaurants, cafes, racing tracks, 2 cities with houses, jobs, crime syndicates, lol. I'll also build my dream houses and dream locations if nothing comes to mind. Look at what other Bloxburg builders are building. Look at Instagram architecture and interior design accounts. Who inspires you? I don't have a sole person who I go to for inspiration. The Bloxburg build community has so much variety, I take a little bit from everyone. Are you ever going to do a build-off with your fans? I had a small trial run with a few random subs in-game, but people got jealous and started deleting each other's houses. I want to try it again with people that I trust, but that's planned for later. Do I enjoy playing with fans? Sometimes. You guys are amazing and you give me motivation to build when I meet you in-game, but some of y'all, please learn that no means no, and asking me $999,999 to build you a house from someone else's speed build will result in me ignoring you. What inspires you to make YouTube vids? I do it because it's fun for me. I get to be creative in so many ways, from building the houses, to shooting the vids, to editing, to looking for SICC memes to make my vids extra dope. I love the entire process. Also, I get fuel and energy off likes and instant gratification because it fills the void in my cold dead heart. Upcoming builds. When are you doing the modern mansion speed build? 50k subs, I promise. Y'all just gotta get me there. Are you planning more Japanese builds? Yes, more affordable and easy to build Japanese themed houses coming soon. Are you planning any futuristic builds? I have these awesome pictures in my reference folder, so yes. What kind of builds are you planning to do next? I want to build 2 towns, a futuristic one and a classic town with pretty row houses. I'm planning to recreate houses from different movies and video games too. Also planning an affordable sushi bar restaurant since a lot of people are asking for it. Planning more builds to RP in. Lastly, the One House, 4 Builds series is still going on, Modern Backyards edition coming soon. Extra questions. If you could only keep one of your social media accounts, which would you keep? Twitter. I love talking to my crazy fellow builders on Twitter. They be wild. Do you have any advice for new Bloxburg YouTubers? Thumbnails are all that matter. No one cares about good content anymore. JK. Put out good content that you would want to watch. It's YouTube, not college entry exams. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't get me wrong, take your work and the effort that you put in seriously, but try to have fun with making your videos. Your videos should say something about yourself.